Okay, I don't know what happened there. All of a sudden it just started to end. I did not hit the button to make it end. I don't know why, but it's a little weird. A little bit weird, one might say, being that I wasn't even close. I just all of a sudden look and it was like ending. I'm like, what? Why are you ending? And it wasn't like where the stream crashes. It was like I hit, oh, it's cold. It's like I hit the button for it to end. It makes zero sense why it was ending. So what I was trying to say before my stream decided it wanted to end itself is Sleepy Giant is about 20 miles away, so it's definitely half as smoky. It's still really damn smoky. It's about half as smoky as it was yesterday. Will you get your nose away from my leg? Her pre-blood, well, that's good. It is. With the last, 7 days of 90+ degree weather, it feels downright chilly here today. It is 54 degrees out. 54 degrees. But because it's still smoky, that's the only reason why I'm streaming today. Because I wasn't going to drive 45 minutes up into the mountains to not really be able to do much. Because I don't know how much we're going to be able to do today. Just depends on how I feel with how smoky it is, because my sinuses are still all effed up. But again, it is twice as nice as yesterday. And it's a lot chillier. Even the high today is only supposed to be 81. Oh gosh dang it, I keep forgetting. They got the freaking road closed here for some reason, so we gotta go a different way to Mount Ascension. I mean, I guess we could go to Mount Helena, but I think we're gonna do Mount Ascension and we're gonna do the long loops, which means the signal is gonna be crappy, but should we go to Mount Helena? Oh, man. I don't know. Maybe we'll try Mount Helena. I think there's gonna be a lot of people, being that it's so cool and that the weather or the smoke is clear. Yeah, I already see like 3 people driving up there, up the road, so she's considered geriatric, so I can't read while I'm driving. Going under for surgery. Oh. We'll do Mount Helena just because it is a pain in the ass to get over to Mount Ascension right now because of the road closures. But my guess is, unlike yesterday when we rolled in and there was nobody at the trailhead, it's probably going to be full today because it is 20 degrees cooler, half as much smoke. Or, well, not 20, what, 13, 14 degrees cooler, I guess? Because it's getting colder as we get up here. It's 52 now. And it was 60, what was it, 66, 67 yesterday when we got to the trailhead? least 2 vehicles up there. One of them is one of the vehicles I saw driving up the road from way over on the other side, since you can see this road from there. Actually, there's not very many people here. Holy cow. There probably will be later today, but one on a leash, one not on a leash. But they're very well behaved, so, or at least the one that's not on a leash is very well behaved. The one that's on a leash is well behaved too. She is just, it's on a leash. So, yep, here comes somebody else. Oh no, they're turning around. Or what are they doing? Say somebody else is coming up here too. Looks like they're just turning around. It's kind of a weird place to turn around, but you know, whatever. Huh. We don't judge. There's no judgment here. Luckily, in a way, luckily the sun is still, it's not hot right now because it's so much smoke. But again, you'll be able to tell how much better the smoke is today versus yesterday morning. See, this is what, you can actually see the city and everything today. Look at that. Look how much nicer it is. This isn't a competition about who has the smokier place. Huh. It's not a competition. You know. See, Nari agrees. She says it's not a competition either. You didn't say it was. You said it with your eyes, though. Actually, I'm going to put this on the gimbal. Hold on. I gotta find the gimbal wherever it's at. There it is. I don't know how much battery I have. Look away if you get motion sickness. Whoa. It won't stick to the gimbal. Obviously, I don't have this balanced very well because it's trying to tip over. How am I going to do this? There we go. You're looking certified. I'm proud of you for that. No, you just stay there. Be patient. You can be patient. Let me fill waters up. Is the other water in? Which one did I pull out? This one. Get out of here before other people show up because we've been lucky right now. Hold on. Hold your horses. Hold your horses, you. Yeah. She's like, but the outside is right there. Coffee and rugby is trash? Is rugby a town? I know. Do this without that person's still sitting in their car, so no big deal. No big deal. And she's off. She is going to be a crazy pants this morning. See, the nice thing about it's where you take your, because you can't get in Devil Lake. The nice thing about this morning being nobody, like look at this, there's like 0 people here. Again, there's 3 more cars than yesterday because there was nobody here when we came here yesterday. But which is actually surprising because seeing that there's the sun, the smoke is about half as much as yesterday. Like we had half a mile of visibility here yesterday. We have about 20 miles visibility today, so I don't know if that is actually probably less than half. And my dog is already way up there. Oops, I lost my, there we go. Ooh, I'm falling backwards. But my throat can still feel it because it didn't clear up until it was probably like 5 this morning. It was really like right when we got up, there was a noticeable difference. Like all night, because I had my windows open so it would cool off in the apartment. And all night it's still like you could taste the campfire because the smoke was so thick. And it wasn't until right before we got up that it was a noticeable change. Like right now I can't even smell the smoke. So hopefully we'll have a decent run today. We'll see. Oh, I didn't bring my, oh, that sucks. My dog is already way up there. I've already climbed like 100 feet up. In fact, almost exactly 100 feet up. I don't have my battery, even though it was sitting specifically in a spot. I found it, put it specifically in a spot right next to my gimbal so I wouldn't forget it, and I forgot it. And I didn't bring my battery. It's down in my van. It's right there. And I'm gonna be out here for, I can't go back. My dog is way out there. I'm not gonna climb back down there to go get it. Gosh dang it. Oh, this is supposed to be like a 3-hour run today though. Okay, my dog came back. Yeah, but now there's a lady down here. So I'm gonna have to put her on a leash. All that kind of stuff if I go back to get it. I don't even know if it's charged enough to really matter anyways, to be honest. It's not that I'm forgetful. It's that usually when we come here, it's so busy that it's like a rush to get out of the parking lot as fast as we can. And so it's just I'm so focused on getting out of there that I don't grab everything. Put her down there looking at me like, what are you doing, you fool? I don't know where this lady went either. Maybe she went down this other trail. couldn't tell if she was walking to the outhouse or walking to the trail. I don't see her. She went to the outhouse. This is going to be awkward. Or the pit toilets, as they would be named. What? Me starting sass? I don't think so. That does not sound like me at all. She's like, okay, we're going home. No, we're not. She didn't even want to get up, actually. So, in her brain, maybe she is excited about us going home. I have 3 bars of charge. That should be enough, maybe. Guess we'll find out. That's exactly what she was saying. Good run. Let's go. Let's go home. My hands are actually cold. That's how chilly it is out here. Kind of want my gloves on. I'm just gonna go up this way. I love people. There's trash cans all over here. There's one there, one there, one there. Yet people drive off and leave trash just sitting next to their where they were parked, like that. Like people like that are the same people that go to like leave their grocery carts next to their car, even though like 2 spots down there's a cart return. You're always cold? No, I'm actually always warm. I run hot. That's why I can't run if it's above like freaking like if it's anything above like 75, it destroys me. See, I already did this part. Now I gotta think about what I'm doing again. I definitely don't feel like doing this today because I am, well, again, my sinuses are hurting and my throat still kind of hurts a little bit from all the smoke. Like, it doesn't really hurt, it just feels rough from all the smoke. It's like my throat feels like I was cheering at like a sporting event or something like that. Like I've been yelling too much. That's what my throat feels like. And I should really get some. No, I don't care. Oh man. I've been trying to moderate. Let's put it this way. I'm trying not to overeat. So I can feel the fact that I have been eating better just yesterday. Not the days before, just yesterday. The fact that my calorie intake wasn't 4 times as much as I should have. I can tell. It's not that I didn't get enough like calories yesterday. I got enough. It's just my body's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like I didn't get enough calories, but I did. I know for a fact I did. Because yesterday I did a calorie count, which is what I need to do. Holy cow, my dog is way the F up there. Finally, she's coming back, full sprint mode. Oh no, she stopped way up there because she's like, oh, I see him, he's right there. He'll eventually make his way up here. That's what she's saying. No, I am not sassy. I do not. Hold on. I do not have my sassy pants on. I got some 3-inch, she came back like, what is taking you so long? What are these, 5-inch split shorts? I got my 5-inch split shorts on. I don't have my sassy pants on. I was watching a fitness streamer. I did get a little bit grumpy because I was watching a fitness streamer before this that I watched because she's, as far as like fitness streamers go, she's like the real deal. She's not like one of those fake fitness streamers, whatever. She's an actual registered nurse that got into doing some fitness stuff. And then as a side gig, actually started her own gym. But she like spits actual advice, like good advice, stuff like that. And you're doing too much, as the kids would say. About what? Not doing too much. I don't know where my dog is. She went off to the left, and so I won't be able to see her. So I'm just hoping she comes back. Anyways, I mean, she gets like a couple hundred people watching her because she's, 20 something, fairly attractive. And you could tell there's a lot of just rando kind of creepy guys in her chat. But for the most part, her chat is just people that are truly interested in fitness and stuff. And I learned a lot of exercises from her that I can implement into my own routine. But she was talking this morning, somebody in her chat was talking about, because she's getting ready to run like a Spartan event, so she has to do more running, more endurance. And she was a soccer player in college. She's doing like more endurance type stuff. And this guy got people in her chat, I don't know if they're guys or girls or whatever. They're like, oh, you should do running streams. And she was like, I tried to do that one time, like a couple months ago, and I don't have, one of those things you use, so things aren't as bouncy or whatever. And everybody's like, oh, a gimbal, all this. And I got a little grumpy because it's like, I am the OG running streamer. And it's like, nobody's been doing this as long as I have on Twitch. But because I'm not like a 20-something girl or guy, doesn't matter, because I think of like Cole Running as well. He has running in his name, and I think he does occasionally some running stuff, but he's always in the gym. But he's a good looking guy too. These guys have like thousands of followers, like thousands and thousands of followers, and like tons of subscribers and tons of viewers. You know, each one of them gets like 200 or 300 viewers each time. And then, you know, they're like, oh, maybe we should do a running stream. And it's like, which good on them. I can't be mad about it, but it's like, I've been doing this for more years than they've been on Twitch. Here for a working lark? Yeah. Hey, thanks. But it's like frustrating because it's like, here I've been doing this for so many years, but I mean, I have my regulars that come here, which I love the community. I love my community. It may not be big, but they're good. But it's like, you know, like if they were to do an actual running stream for whatever reason, they'll have, again, you know, 300 people watching them. And it kind of goes into the, you know, the whole thing that she didn't even know what a gimbal was. And then she was like, oh, can you get those on Amazon and whatever? Yeah, you can. But it goes back to a conversation that I had with Jamil, and how, like, because he's done everything on YouTube, and he's built up a huge YouTube, I guess you could say, following. I mean, he's built his business to be able to do race live streams on YouTube. And it's like me and him were talking, it's like the same things he had to learn to do on YouTube for live stream of the races is the same thing I had to learn on Twitch to do just my regular daily running live streams. And it's like, here we had to figure all this stuff out ourselves because nobody else was doing it. And now people are like, you know, venturing into the space with all this pre-built followings and all that. And it's like, the only reason why you guys can do what you're doing is because us other peeps. Now, he's done a good job because, I mean, well, one, he's not only a famous runner, but famous on the YouTube side itself. So that helps out a lot. And it's the same thing, like I talked to some of my fellow coaches, and they're like completely booked because here they are, you know, either a past pro runner or some sort of very well-known running celebrity of some sort, and they're like booked, like, because they're well-known. And then you got me, also a coach, and I would argue I have, like, they have a lot of real world applications if they were like, you know, pro runners or whatever. They've been coached, you know, for 20 years through college and all that. So they do have that type of experience, but I also have some of that. But I've also got like education. I've done so many certifications and everything. But because I don't have a well-known name, it's like I barely get anybody wanting me to be their coach. I need to coach that one breakout athlete, and then everybody will want me to be their coach. And that's really what it comes down to. But I'm not gonna lie, my favorite part of coaching is the beginner runners, or the mid-pack to back of the pack runners. Those are my favorite athletes to coach. I don't want to coach an elite athlete. Oh. I mean, I would if one approached me, but I still can tell there's a bit of smoke in the air. Well, I mean, there's more than just a bit of smoke, but I can tell going up this hill, breathing a little bit harder. My throat feels like I'm smoking a cigarette. It went well, that's good. Hopefully she won't be like that video of the, what was it, like a Frenchie or something that was coming out of sedation. That was so loud to where they had to go get the owner to come back and comfort the dog, because it was amazing. I mean, Frenchies are loud anyways, but I have to go make sure when I got her, and by her I mean little butthead up here wherever she's at. There she is. I got her going to boarding this weekend. I don't remember what day. I need to figure that out. I think I was dropping her off on Thursday, but I might have done Friday. Hopefully I didn't do Friday. Oh. Actually, I ate breakfast this morning, and it wasn't even that long ago. My stomach is already growling. I do have some snackies with me, I think. What do I got? I got some chocolate chip cookies. Might have to break into those, because there is 220 calories in this little pack. That's like the equivalent of taking 2 gels. I don't like gels. Oh, I also have, I need to go buy some little Ziploc baggies, like the reusable ones, or even, because I have I bought a big, huge ass bag of the Nerd gummy clusters, and I have some gummy bears, and those are always good for little running snacks. One of my, I don't know if I'd necessarily call her a friend, somebody I know, put it that way. She just finished her master's in nutrition science, and she is actually starting her own little trail nutrition company now. I don't know if it's the name of her company. I think it is, but her Instagram handle for that side of the house is called Unhinged Trail Food or something like that, because she was famous for always coming up with these weird ass, trail nutrition ideas. But one of her, because she's like me, she can't do a lot of sugar and gels, stuff like that. So one of her go-tos that she created was mashed potatoes in a Ziploc bag. Now, I've done mashed potato burritos, so I just take mashed potatoes and wrap it in a tortilla, and that's about as most I can do. Like, actually just eating mashed potatoes, because she would just snip the corner of the bag or whatever, just squeeze the mashed potatoes into her mouth. I don't know why, but that itself kind of makes my stomach a little queasy thinking about, which makes zero sense. Like, I can eat them in a tortilla, why can't I eat them out of a Ziploc bag? But so her first product that she's getting ready to release, which should be here pretty quick to mass produce, is mashed potatoes in a squeeze bag, kind of like the your Go Squeeze applesauce stuff, like that kind of a pouch, only mashed potatoes. And for some reason that doesn't sound as bad to me as just being in a Ziploc bag, which makes zero sense, like I said. So I haven't seen my dog for at least a couple minutes now, so I'm a little worried where she's at. I've been talking loud enough. Oh, I just saw her move. Okay, I see her. Now she's staring at me. She's way off on the right hand side of the trail. Okay, I was getting a little worried there. Well, that's why she's looking at me. One of the 3 people that is here today is coming down the trail. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm just a little slower than you. I don't have 4-wheel drive like you do. Yeah, I don't have 4-wheel drive like you do, so it takes me a little bit longer. Good morning. Good morning. All right, don't jump up. Come on. My gimbal keeps shifting itself down because it wants to show straight forward. This trail is so steep. I have to keep shining straight up. Oh man. I don't know if it's the smoke or just lack of food from yesterday, but my heart rate is a little crazy this morning for what we're doing. What am I at? Oh, it's pounding, but it's not really that high. It's only at 130. But it's still 130 for this. As fast as I'm going up this is a little high, I guess. Normally I'd be at about between 90 and 100. I'm starting to sweat too. And it is cool out here. No, we're going this way. Come on. I just told her we're going this way. She's not even paying attention. She's just sniffing. Oh, now she's coming over. All of a sudden she turned around. I was like, oh, wait. We're not going this way? Yeah, I just told you that. Holy cow. This is kicking my ass today. I think really it has to do with the smoke, because I will bet you the way the smoke has been the last few days that my O2 sats are probably not as high as normal. And that would be why my heart's pumping a little faster, a little harder. Ooh, this is steep. Holy cow. My legs are burning. I mean, we did turn around and go back, have an extra couple hundred feet of vert in me going up this thing. But in reality, that should have warmed my legs up. Instead of my legs burning, I should be okay. Oh man, I am. I do need to, maybe next week, I gotta figure out when I'm leaving to go to Mammoth Lake, because I'll be doing videography for the live stream of Mammoth Trail Fest down there, which I think one of the races is a Golden Trail Series race. Oh. So it'll be worldwide attention. I mean, pretty much all our races we do get worldwide views, but that one will be extra because there's so many international athletes on the Golden Trail Series. And it's extra important because one of the races ended up canceling it like 10 miles into the race because the weather got so bad. That was a race over in don't know if it was Poland or Slovakia. I know which mountains they're in, and they're right on the border of Poland and Slovakia. So I don't know technically which country the race is in, but they started the race and then the weather got so bad, it was like dangerous, lightning and everything, that they ended up having to stop all the pros at the second aid station, because that's after that is where you make the climb to the tippy tops of the mountains. And they made them sit there for they delayed the race. It was for like half an hour or something before they finally called it. Me, I'm like, man, if I was one of those pro athletes that like you're that far into a race, muscles are firing, and then you have to sit around for half an hour, and then if they restarted it again, oh, that would have sucked. Like, and then it's like, how do you do the start? Like, do you stagger it by times when people came in? Like, did you keep track of that? Like, how do you do it? Whew. But this week I'll be in Big Sky for the rut, and it'd be interesting to see how many people. I don't know, I haven't looked at the entrance list, so I don't know any big name people that are showing up for it. But the same weekend is the Run Rabbit Run 100 as well, which is another very welcome champ international. Corvette Weber, hey, thanks for the follow. Once I get to the top up here, I'll knock out some push-ups. We are very close. I don't know what was going on with my alert there. It wanted to work. I don't know if it worked fully for you guys, but on my screen it like had half a second of it. But thank you for the follow. Oh my goodness. The top is right there. It is right there. Now there's way less smoke today than yesterday, because you couldn't even see the city yesterday from here. And I can see the Elkhorns. Those are about 10 miles away, maybe a little more. I can see the outline of the North Wilderness there, Gates in the Mountains Wilderness, and that's 20 miles away. So I could barely make out Sleeping Giant, and that's over 20 miles away. So the visibility has gone from like half a mile to 20 miles. Compared to yesterday. And like I said, it's like 20 degrees cooler today than yesterday, which is so nice. I think by Thursday or Friday, I don't know when, it's probably gonna snow up where I was running my FKT the other day. Oh man. Touch the circle, or it doesn't count. Okay, she touched it. She touched it. Let's try and find a flat-ish spot to knock out some push-ups. It's very rocky. So I don't know how well this is gonna go, but we will. Maybe right here, it's kind of flat. My hand placement will be a little odd, but we'll try right here. More my feet now. Oh man. See, I can't even tell with my push-ups that I am a little tired. There's something about me being tired. I start going to the bottom, so you have to go back to the top again. Well, we may be coming back up to the top. I'm supposed to be doing about 3 hours today, so. Although, I haven't really ran yet, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But my intent is to do a similar to what we did on when we did the laps, the up and downs. Was that last week sometime? But we'll see. That'll at least give us one more summit. Still not a lot of people down in the parking lot. It's starting to get a little busier. I can see quite a few more cars. See quite a few more cars. Way down there is the parking lot, right there. Okay, well, we're gonna run down. There's our trail right there that we're gonna eventually get on. And I think what we'll do, my dog's waiting on me. I gotta tell you this now before we leave, because the signal is gonna be kind of crappy for the next little bit. Half a mile. So probably 5 or 6 minutes once I drop down a little bit here. Now she's coming back like, gosh dang, you're taking forever. So I think we're gonna like do like we're going down the bowl. Last time we just turned down Prairie. I think this time we're gonna go all the way down to the bowl, go down Daratissima to the cut across, over to Tubbs, down to Ambrose, and then take Ambrose back to Andes, and then we'll come all the way back up the backside again. I think that's what we'll do, but we'll find out for sure. Or we could take Andes down and come back up Prairie. Maybe that's what we'll do. Yeah, maybe that's what. Either way, 9 or 10 between both YouTube and Twitch. Whoa, you're trying to trip me, dog. Come on, there you go. It's like old butthead's trying to trip me. Okay, so we have like 10 or 12 people on. So by the time we get through this section, I don't fault people for leaving, but the signal will be coming in and out. But by the time we get done, I will probably drop down to like 2, because that's just the nature of the business. This is so rocky. I should have worn my cushy shoes. I wore 2 days ago, I wore my non-cushy shoes. My feet took a beating, and I can still feel it. It's like I got bruises. No, we're not going that way. Oh. Finally, I got signal back. So I don't know what is going on today, but usually in that stretch, there's two spots where I get some pretty good, decent signal, and there was nothing today. Reminds me of one time over on the other side when it came up and there was nothing happening. Even though we had like 3 bars of 5G, and then all of a sudden, and so we went back and I couldn't connect, we lost signal, all that kind of stuff. There's my dog. And she, I don't know what she was doing. But anyways, we went back that way, and at the end of our run, we had no problems. So I don't know what it was about that morning. Actually, you know what? It's about the same time of day as when that happened too. Maybe it's a daytime thing. But we're gonna run down this way. And I think what we'll do is, actually, I don't know. What do we want to do? Do we want to go down Derritissima, over to Prairie, down Tubbs to Ambrose, and then back around? Or do we want to go down to Andes to basically do the reverse of that? Except instead of coming up Derritissima, I would just go all the way up Prairie. I don't know. I gotta make that decision soon though, that's why I'm walking. Because here pretty soon we're gonna be past. Let's do Andes, because I don't think, even though this is runnable, Andes going down, I mean, because even though this is runnable, I don't know as if today I would be able to run up it. Prairie is steeper, so I wouldn't be able to run it anyways, or most of it anyways. So let's maybe do that. Although I don't know, it would be nice if I start feeling better. It'd be nice to be able to just run up this. Now let's do Derritissima. We'll try and run up this on our way back. Maybe I'll eat my chocolate chip cookies. Maybe that'll give me the little bit of extra I need. Because my tummy is growling anyways. Because the only other thing I have are some Scratch chews. But they're the caffeinated ones and I don't want to take those. I do need to run to the running store down in Bozeman and buy me some more nutritional products. I could just buy a bunch online too. All my Scratch stuff I got online because I am all for supporting local establishments, but and it's a local running store. So if I'm buying like one or two things, you know, I'll buy from them. It's not that the prices are any different, it's just they don't have the, it's a smaller store, so they don't have the variety, I guess you could say. Oh. Ron, what are you doing over on YouTube now? Although YouTube does seem to not cut out as much as Twitch does when I start having signal issues, let's put it that way. I wish that they didn't change. So it used to be, I mean, this will tell you how long I've been doing this. So like 3, 4, even 5 years ago, when I started having, you know, get into some pockets where I might even only have like 1 bar of signal, and that is not good enough to push video. But it would, at least what it would do is give just a black box, but you'd still have the audio. And then it's like 2 years ago they changed it to where it does the guy you know, the blue screen, the guy hitting his forehead or whatever, at least on the Twitch side. It doesn't do it on the YouTube side. YouTube, I haven't been able to live stream to because of the Twitch terms of service. So that's YouTube is only a recent thing, like the last, what, year? Not even a year. But anyways, then they went to where they have the screen with the guy smacking his forehead or whatever because of bad signal. But now you don't have the audio, even though the signal is strong enough to push the audio. Oh geez, I almost tripped and fell right there because a rock tried to jump up and get me. Something jumped up and bit me. Sorry, we're going this way. She's going Nessa's route, and we're taking Dertissima. It took her a second to realize why I was pointing this direction. And then she was like, oh. That's kind of the face she made. Oh, that's why you're pointing this direction. Yes, that is why I'm pointing this direction. Thank you for watching on YouTube side. I don't mean to make it fun watching on YouTube. I do need to get my algorithm boosted on YouTube because even my vlogs and other videos, people are watching them. Somebody's watching them out there. Not a lot of people, but at least some people are watching them, which is good. And like my lives, people watch them after the fact. But I'm sure I've been getting a lot of subscribers. Like, I remember when I had, not a lot, but for me it was a lot. I had like, you know, almost 400. And then I neglected my YouTube for like 4 years. So I lost everybody. Like people either, you know, their accounts, deleting their accounts or whatever, cleaning up their subscribe. Because I do that every now and then too. There's people that I subscribe to that just don't do anything anymore, so I just clean it up so I don't have my list so big when I try and watch something. But so I get it, but like it took me a year to get like those, you know, close to 400 or just over, I don't know if it was like under 400 or just over 400. It took me a year to get that. I've been doing content now again on my YouTube channel for, like I said, like a year, and I've gained like 6 subscribers in that time frame. Like, whatever reason, well, for one, the running and trail running type of side of YouTube has just been flooded. Everybody has their own YouTube channel now, you know, doing race vlogs or whatever they're doing. I would still argue I'm probably the only person running live on YouTube. Oh. I am freaking tired. I don't think I'm gonna be able to run that other uphill because This right here is half as steep of a grade, and it's kicking my ass. It's all uphill, but it's kicking my ass. Oh. I gotta walk for a little bit. My right leg is a little tight today. The whole backside, like from my hip down to my Achilles, I can feel it. I don't want to push it too hard, running uphill and end up popping an Achilles or something. And I know it's something from the last couple days, because last night when I was trying to go to bed, I could feel it. So I was like trying to stretch it and everything. And I'm horrible at stretching. So bad. And I hate that evil foam roller. I think Nari went all the way up. I need her to be down here, because this is our trail. Nari, come here. Nari, we're taking this trail. Come on. Nari, come on. We're going this way. Good girl, come on. She did find some peoples. Good girl. That was actually a good listen. She hasn't listened to me like that for weeks, because normally she'd be like, no, there's people up here and another doggo. But she actually listened to me. Not been the norm at least the last week. I'd even say the last 2 weeks. Try not to trip. This is super rocky, like sharp, pointy edges sticking out of the dirt. Because the dirt is so dry, it's all dusty. So the rocks really blend in. That's why I almost tripped way back there, because I couldn't see the edge of the rock and I just clipped a toe on it. I don't know where she's going. She's following the car tracks. I don't know where she's going. She's going to do her own thing, I guess. After I just praised her about how she was listening and all that. Now she's just like, I'm going over here. And she's coming back. I think she heard me talking about her. She's like, wait, what? Tortured me with squats yesterday with legs shake so much. She just laughed at me, and I need to foam roll because I'm so sore. I said the L word yesterday. She wanted to antagonize me. What was the L word? Oh, I know. Okay, the L word. Yes. The L-I-S-T-E-N word. See, she can't read my chat though, so you could actually say what the word is. I can't say it out loud, because then she'll think she's in trouble. It's like I was singing a song yesterday in the van, and she kept like looking at me and getting mad, and then I realized I was like saying a word that like she was getting in trouble, and she couldn't understand why. And then I felt bad because I was like, oh, I was just singing a song. Okay, that was well, it was two words really in the lyrics, not like back to back, but the NO word and the STOP word were in the lyrics. Okay. I really need to eat my cookies, but I can't eat and run while eating cookies. Not because I can't run and eat, but because they're dried and crumbly cookies. So my mouth will get all dry and I'll need to drink. So I'll have this crumbly mass of cookie dust in my mouth while I'm trying to breathe in and out and trying to drink out of my water bottle at the same time. It'd be a recipe for disaster. I'm sure, of course, somebody's coming up the trail. Here we are, way out here in the middle of nowhere. And of course we're gonna meet somebody out here. And all we have to do is just take the trail to the left. It's actually probably what direction they're going. Looks like they're running too. Maybe they're gonna run up this way. Maybe they came from Tubbs. My guess is they came from Ambrose, but you never know. They're coming this way, so we'll be fine. Would be entertaining though? No, it wouldn't. I might die. Why is that entertaining? Speaking of which, speaking of dying, the battery's almost dead. Because somebody was scrolling on too much TikTok this morning. Gosh dang, my cord is all wrapped up here. Oh, of course somebody else is coming up too while I'm trying to do this. But there we go. Nari, come on, we're going this way. Yeah.
That's one happy one.
Most of the time, yeah. Yeah. Okay, come on. There we go. Gosh dang. It's already hard enough to. Oh no, I would die. Were you not on the stream the other day when I was talking about how, like, people that, like, talk with a mouthful of food just boggle my mind, because I try and do that once and I like choke. And then, like, just... And this is as I was putting food in my mouth. And like 10 seconds later, I started to choke. Where'd my dog go? What'd that dog doing? Anybody see that video? What was that? It was a food eating contest, but it wasn't like hot dogs. It was something else. I don't remember what it was. And I don't even remember where it was. And this guy, I wish I could tell where my dog was, that was partaking, all of a sudden just started to choke. And, oh, there she is. She decided to come back away. And the only person that reacted, the governor of the state, happened to be like standing off on the end of the stage for this contest. And he ran over and started doing the Heimlich. And then some first like responders showed up. And they got whatever was stuck in the guy out. And then the guy continued with the eating contest. It's like, dude, you're like almost died because you were choking on stuff. And you're like, oh, nope, I'm good now. And just continued with the eating contest. Can't wait to get your dog back. Yeah, I feel the same. My dog's way up there somewhere. I can't wait for her to come back. I have no idea where she's at. She's just up there doing what she does, I guess. Eventually she'll remember who I am and decide to come back and see if I'm okay. See, if I was choking on my cookie right now, I'd be just dying. Laying here dying. She doesn't even care. Oh, there she is, finally. This crow is yelling at her, sitting on the tree right there. She's like, you little bastard. Huh. Nope, now he moved. Now he's up there. Crow is definitely playing with her, like egging her on, like, haha, you can't get me. Oh. So I think it's about time these shorts still look good. Like, they're not like really faded a lot. Fabric is still nice, but the liner on them are wore out. So I keep getting wedgies and or things start to fall out of the elastic. So it might be time for me to stop wearing them. Or at least stop wearing them for running. Let's put it that way. But running clothes is so expensive. Now I get a deal now from John G. So I could buy some John G stuff at a discount because they sponsor my run club. So I have a code to be able to use to get a hell of a discount, actually. But we'll see. Oh, man. I haven't ran down this direction on Ambrose for a long time. It looks totally alien to me, even though last week we ran up this same exact trail. But everything always looks different going down versus coming up. I'm actually a little confused because we need to be that way. Yet the trail keeps going up this way. Andy's, the end of it is way down there. I thought, am I just that confused that I don't even remember how this trail system works back here? I thought Ambrose came in down there. Because that could be a possibility for sure. And we could have ran down to the lower trail. That gets really close to that other trailheads down there, or the neighborhood. I don't know what she would do being off leash. She's gone through there before on leash, but never off leash. Yeah, Andy's is way over there. How the fuck are we? Excuse the language. Sorry, Patrick. I'm so confused. See, when you do things in reverse, things look completely different. So here I'm looking at these trails and I'm like, don't I go like Andy's is way over there, isn't it? I don't remember having to climb way up here to get onto Ambrose. Andy's is on top of that ridge line, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's not on top of the ridge line. Actually, I don't think it is, because I think I see Andy's right there. So this does not come out where I thought it would. Or no, is that might be Old Chevy. What? I am so confused. I have no idea. But we gotta do something. Because there's people around now back here for some reason. I feel like that little kid is not walking around with his mom or whatever, and they're like, and all of a sudden he goes, yeah, this is Ambrose that we're on. Oh no, this is that OGR or whatever. Yeah, OGR. I don't remember it being that far. Because here's Andy's right here, I think. Yep, Andy's. I wonder where that goes. Ow! I just stepped on a sharp, big pointy rock with the side of my foot, and it hurt. It hurted. Sort of back over this way as we are. That must go to La Grande, but I don't know where. I've been on La Grande, that section, and there's the only ones I remember is where this trail comes out at, which is not Andy's when it comes out. It's something else. Well, my dog just hit her step goal for the day. If anybody's wondering. There's another dog in Montana that she is never number one. And I know how much my dog runs. So, you know, we're doing 10 to 15 miles a day. So what the hell is this other dog doing that Nari can't catch her? Because this other dog just, you know, stays somewhere between like 10 and 50,000 steps. Makes zero sense to me. It's like, I don't know what that other dog's doing, but it must be the owner of a runner. Because even somebody that just goes and walks with their dog each day isn't walking 15 miles. Like, nobody does that. Who knows? Maybe they don't do anything with the dog. Maybe it's a ranch dog. And so the dog just does its own thing throughout the day, just running around the property. Who knows? See, I was right. We did have to go way the F over here. This is crazy. The draw. It's not really a draw. A gulch. Over here, it's a very expensive property for sale if anybody wants any. It's like it's 120 acres, I think it's for sale. Or keep in mind, this is just the land. I think it's for sale for like 6 million or 6.5 million or something like that. There's a chunk of land, almost 40 acres for sale. About, what, 20 miles south of here? Up in the mountains that I really have my eye on. It's for sale for like 185,000, like almost 200,000. So I'm like, man, I would love to have that. And just put like a little tiny home on it. But I don't know, we'll see. The nice thing is I could always Airbnb it if I'm not going to be here and make some passive income, because I still do have aspirations of going to Southeast Asia for a bit. South America, Central America, all that. But I don't know. We'll see. If I'm gonna do it, I really need to just think about it. And I would have to, really, I'd have to sell my place here in order to be able to afford it. So, who knows? I'll think about it here in the next couple of weeks. I could sell my place as is. I don't know. Would I be able to sell my place as is? Because I think if it's inspected, I'm gonna have to update some things up to code. But I would at least be able to make a little bit of money, and then be able to put a down payment down. And I don't want a huge house, like just something tiny. Like even buying a manufactured like tiny home that you can get now, they're well built. They're like, 500 square feet, which is the size of my apartment. But you can buy those for like 30 grand anymore. Although I'd probably build something. This place has a lot of lodgepole, ponderosa and Doug fir on it. All right, come on. And so I could even just like probably build like a little log cabin or something. Hello. Okay. All right, come on. All right. Nari, come on. That was one of those where Nari was listening very well. I said, we went by and I was like, Nari, come on. She immediately started coming, but then that other dog started to chase her. So then she was like, oh, we're playing. So then she ran back, and then it was like, oh. She's gonna have the zoomies because she said hi to another dog. Hi. Just wore myself out running for a little bit uphill to get away from the people. And so now I am struggling. Although this did all of a sudden get a lot steeper too. There's somebody put Go Grizz on this side of the truck, spray painted it, which I've never noticed. But here's my thoughts about this. If you're gonna graffiti something, why put Go Grizz? Like, you're that much of a diehard Grizz fan that you're gonna graffiti Go Grizz on things? And who, if you want to talk about, you can talk about politics and all this kind of stuff, but if you want to talk about the most divisive thing in Montana, it's, are you for the cats or are you for the Grizz? And for the most part, this is not 100%, because I'm gonna go against what I'm about to say, but for the most part, much like your political parties nowadays, and I do not affiliate myself with either one. I'm definitely a true independent and have been for pretty much my whole life. But much like, say, the Democrats, that if you're a Republican, they automatically hate you and everything you stand for, even though somehow they're the party of tolerance, and we should all come together, all that, but whatever. And then for the most part, the Republicans, they're like, oh, you're a Democrat? Well, I don't agree with what you say, but you can have your own viewpoint. It's like totally off the spectrum. That's how the cat Grizz are. The Grizz, and it makes sense because Missoula is a very, very left-leaning community and a school. So, of course, if you're a Cat fan, they hate your guts with every bit of their being. Where if you're get off of me, stupid ass bug. Where if you're a what's my dog doing? There she is. If you're a Cat fan, they're like, go Cats. But if say they don't make the playoffs, but the Grizz do, they're like, we support them. Now, that being said, that's the extent of what I will do. So this last weekend, the Grizz, I don't remember who they were playing, some bigger school, blew like a 20-point lead after the first half. Like, I don't even think they scored anything after that, and ended up losing the game. And that makes me happy because the Grizz like to point out the fact that, like, our biggest game of the year for college football is the Cat Grizz game. It is the rivalry in this state, and the Grizz like to point out the fact that they've won, most of that series, and they had a long run where they won like 13 out of the last 15, years. Well, then let's go back the last like 10 or 12 years now, and the Cats have won like the majority of them. Yet they won't acknowledge that. It's always, well, you may have won like, I don't know what the stat is, like 7 out of the last 10. But we've won, 16 out of the last 30. It's like, okay. And if you look at the series overall, it's almost like 50-50. Whew. Now, I will say the Cats do remind me, kind of funny. See, I was a former Bobcat, but I'm also a Vikings fan, and they remind me so much of the Vikings. Bobcats will have just a kick-ass regular season and then blow it in the playoffs. It's like, and that's how the Vikings usually are. Now, a lot of that is usually because, for the same reason, both teams because injuries. Their best players by the end of the regular season are all injured, so then they don't have anybody to play postseason. And it just makes me think of like, what was that like in the 90s with Randy Moss and Chris Carter, and the Vikings were like undefeated forever. I think they finally did like lose one game, and then they went to the NFC championships, and they were like number one in the NFC, and they went to the NFC championships and then lost to the Atlanta Falcons by a field goal or something. It wasn't even a field goal. It was like all they had to do was make a field goal at the very end of the game and they would have won. So, but the best kicker in the league shanked his field goal. Like, this guy hadn't missed a field goal in like he had the longest streak of not missing a field goal, and he missed a field goal that game. And I think he missed a couple PATs. But that's how the Bobcats are too. They'll like, what was he got? Last year or the year before, they were ranked like 3 or 4 in the nation, and then ended up losing like first round in the FCS. To a subpar team. I definitely don't have any more uphill running in me. That last little section I did back there about killed me. I need more cookies or something. It is just, other than the smoke, which again, I am not complaining about, because it is 10 times better than it was yesterday. But even with the smoke, it is like so beautiful this morning. Like, the temperature is perfect. I mean, it's easily still in the 50s probably, at least on this backside over here. There's not a lot of people out. Yeah, we've ran into some. There's not a lot of people, really. I'm gonna sneeze because my sinuses are all effed up. Smoke is just doing things. Yesterday I was just sitting there on the bed, and all of a sudden, oh no, I was in the grocery store because we did the grocery shopping. I was actually in the grocery store, and because of the way the smoke has been affecting my sinuses and everything, I had like some crusty thing in the back where my, your nasal passages and your throat meet, and it all of a sudden just broke free, and I'm kind of gagging thinking about this. But it just kind of fell down into my throat. It was just hard and crusty. Knew exactly what it was. And it had fallen down so far, the only thing you could do was like swallow it. and then it got stuck like halfway down my throat. I'm like gagging just thinking about this. It was so gross. And luckily I was in an aisle by myself because I was gagging. She got staples. Hey, wow. That must have been a bigger incision than what I would have pictured. The question is, though, does she know who you are? Or is she still out of it so much that she's like thinking just some strange lady has kidnapped her again? Oh, man. Okay, well, now we are back in the section where I'm going to have... Oh, my dog's pooping over there. Don't look at her. Wow, that was a good one. Her knees were shaking. And then she ended up having to... No, it's a healthy poop. It's not like she was having issues or anything. But like, she lifted up even one of her back legs. Like, you know it's a good poop when your knees are shaking and you end up lifting one of them. Anyways, he'll have to bear with me because we're going back up to the top and this is not going to be near as fast going up through this section where I get crappy signal as going down. So hopefully I won't lose the stream. We're just going to put it that way because I really do not want to. Oh, nice. Another runner. I like to see it. Especially, she was an older lady, in her 60s at least. So, out here running still, that's a good thing. Did you write or tell any sign, try to sprint out of the vet office? Oh man, I have no get up and go. I am Helena Ridge, Oregon down. Doubt, but it sounds like she might be up here. Waiting for me, and I'm like yelling her name, like, let me know where you're at, you fool. I don't know why I didn't put her bear bell on. Minnie! Somebody put a freaking bell on that guy? We watched the first one not too long ago. I haven't watched the other two for a long, long time. That one's definitely the best. But oh. I think so. 2,100 feet of vert already. She went that way. Good girl. Get me the heck out of here. These guys are crazy. Crazy stuff here every time we go. Hi. Yeah, we're actually, I don't know as if she's ever been this way. That's probably why she keeps wanting to go this way. I don't think she's ever been this way. We got over 2,100 feet of vert. We are at 5.5 miles, and we'll be at almost 7 by the time we get back. So I think we're fine. That'll be a good morning run. And then hopefully I can recover and do something tonight. My plan is to actually go hit the gym tonight. We'll see. And then after the gym, we can just go out to the 10 Mile Creek Park and run a bit out there. It'll be like old times. That's what me and her used to do when I was training for the U.S. 100-mile championships. You go to the gym, and then afterwards, you go hit the park. I felt bad for Nari last time we had to go in there, and her vet's awesome. Like, we just had to get her. So we're trying to get her series complete on the one shot, and because I was needing to board her, we needed to do it again. Because if you go more than the 4 weeks in between the last two, then there's no guarantee that, you know, for whatever reason, there's no guarantee that the immunobodies are fully developed or whatever. So I had to rush her in there. That's what I had to do last week. They were able to get me in, and my vet was nice and didn't even like charge me for an exam. Just was like, yeah, we'll knock out her shot. Well, I mean, at first she was like, any concerns or anything? I'm like, no, she's been doing really good. She's like, okay, well, I'll just give her the shot then, and we won't charge you for an exam or anything. So it cost me like $30 for us to be there. But she likes to go in the back because when she was a puppy, you know, everybody wants to see the puppy. So the vet tech, when she was really little, asked every time if they could take her in the back so everybody could woo over her. So now that's what she expects. So she wanted to go in the back, and the vet was like, is it okay if she goes in the back? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And what they'll do is they'll give her shot back there because they have to go back there to get the stuff anyways. For whatever reason, this one she did not like because she yelped a little bit. So now I'm curious, is she gonna want to go into the back again after that? You can explore up there if you want. She puts the brakes on. No, not that direction. I thought she might want to explore that because she headed up there, but because like I said, I don't think she's actually been on this trail before, so let her explore. I need to find my checkbook. still have not gone to get the new registration for my vehicle because I can't find my checkbook. And they charge like a freaking 3% fee to run a credit card. It's like, which isn't a lot. If it's like, I mean, that's $3 for every $100. Problem is, I don't know how expensive my van's gonna be. I would doubt it'll be like $400. That'd be like an extra $12. Hell no. Where if you just write a check, which is weird, like hardly anybody takes checks anymore. Yet here, that's their preferred method. I don't know what she's doing. I think she found the trail that goes back down to the prairie right there. Because somewhere around here, there's that trail that goes down. I just don't know where it's at. Looks like there was one right here. It looks like they've done their best to put debris over it so nobody takes it. Oh, this is steeper than I remember. Shouldn't be, because this is where I used to do my hill repeats. I know it was this steep. I do need to start doing those again. My leggies are very tired now all of a sudden. Oh. I can't believe we haven't met anybody on this trail yet. Maybe my theory is correct. Where does that go? That has to be a game trail because there's nothing coming up there. Is there? So confused. But anyways, maybe my theory was correct about how, because all of a sudden everybody was on the no trail and power line when this used to be the most used trail. And I was like, everybody started taking those other trails because this was so busy. Although I will say this is used more by families because it is the easiest of the shortest ways up. So I think old people to go with versus the other trails. Because prairie's probably the easiest, but it's also long. And you're not gonna have a little kid doing an extra mile just to make it a little easier. I'm going so slow down this trail. Like I am trotting at a 14-minute mile pace. That's as fast as I'm going. And I don't care. Well, here's where that other trail comes up right here. Okay. And somehow it continues on up that way? What? The H is right there. Let's just go to the H. It definitely doesn't go to power line because power line's way over on the next ridge. So that just must go to the H because power line's on top of that ridge. That's a ways over there. The H is right here. Huh. The H is right there. Oh, he's been driving up here too. I don't understand that. Like it's been that way, but he could. Must be somebody with a city. See that right there goes the H. There's the white rocks in the H right there. I was listening to a podcast while he's going up. And I don't care if it's a podcast or music. It's like nobody else wants to hear that. That's what they make earphones for. I don't care if it's earbuds, headphones, whatever. You can wear them. It's starting to heat up a little bit. It's easily on this side of the mountain, it's easily in the 60s. Like I said, it's supposed to get to 81. It does look like the smoke might be getting a little bit thicker as the day goes. Thicker than a Snicker. Snicker sounds good. I've been doing so well. I did not eat any sugar yesterday, anything like extra sugar, I guess, other than what was just in my normal meals. Like I didn't have any ice cream, I didn't have any, I mean that's really all I've been eating is ice cream, I guess. Oh, man. Oh, we're just taking a nice leisurely trot down this trail to the finish. Probably half a mile left. Actually, less than half a mile, I'm pretty sure. We're over a 10K already with, what I say, yeah, over 2,100 feet of vert, so I'm gonna take nice and easy. Last week was a big week, so trying to take a lower week. I always try and back off after a big week or after a build up. And so we were building up for 3 weeks and then take a step back for a week. And then, which wasn't my plan originally, but I definitely feel like I need it. And then we'll build up for another few weeks, take a step back, and then build up again, and then we start our taper. It's right around the second week in November is when I start my taper. Hopefully I'll have some good training in me. I really need to register for my 50K. I just don't know if I can do it because it'll cost me about $500. it's like last year, trying to find a place to camp the day before would be, that's anywhere nearby, is going to be very difficult. That means I have to get a hotel. Well, this place is like a resort town. So a hotel last year, I was able to luck into it and pay by like a certain number of points and money, like do the combination, and it was like, I think it was like 50,000 points and like $50. So I was able to basically get a cheap room at a, like, it was like a Holiday Inn or something that they have there, but a resorty Holiday Inn, which it's not that nice of a Holiday Inn. That's why it's kind of crazy to me. But this year, I looked at the same thing, and they're not. It must be busy enough, but they're not even. And I registered for the race a lot later than this, like I would be this year. Like I think I registered for it like 2 weeks out, along with the room. This year they're not offering any point stays, reduced amount, money, whatever. And it's like $350 a night. It is like, that is not a $300 room by any means. It's supposed to be like a super nice resort area, and it is like freaking, to me, this Holiday Inn reminded me of like a cheap, like 50-year-old mom and pop hotel in the middle of Podunk, Montana. So there's no way I'm gonna spend $300 for a room, because the registration, like I said, was $200 for the race. Because of course it's a UTMB race, which are always more expensive. But if I want to put in for UTMB next year, I gotta do it. This is my last chance to get points. I just don't know. Okay, let's make sure the dog Nazi isn't here. They have a different colored vehicle nowadays, so. Hold on, Nari. Wait. I think I'm just gonna have to put her on the leash. Come here. Nari. Nari, listen. Come here. Yes, I had to use the L word. She's just be a little butthead. Come here. Nari, come here. Come here. Good job, sweet girl. You're so funny. You're so funny. She hates being on the leash. As you can see right now, she's like, gosh dang it. Yet, when she sees me pulling out the leash, will you stop? Now you're jerking the phone around everywhere. When she sees me pull out the leash, she runs back to me for me to put it on her. Like, the hell? Nari, stop. Now you're hurting me. Gosh dang it. Hey, no. Hey, stop. She's jerking her head back and forth and rammed her freaking hard-ass noggin into my shin bone. Little butthead. Dang, you're a little turd. No, we're not doing the extra today. Come on, we're going back. There we go. Come on. She's all sad now because we're not doing our little extra out and back, but I am completely wrecked. There is no out and back for me today. Gosh dang, that freaking hurt my shin. Her freaking hard ass head. No, you don't understand. I'm like ready to pass out. Like literally, I'm a little lightheaded. I don't know what is going on with my... I think it's just still the smoke and my sinuses and everything. Because, yes, I didn't eat as much yesterday, but I shouldn't be that wore out. So I think it's the lack of O2 with all the smoke. I'm at 2 bars. I better plug that in because I'm gonna need it later this week. Oh man, I am just 6 3/4 miles. Laughing about over here. Oh, it's like what do you call it? Maniacal, manic laugh or something. I don't know. Whatever you call it. Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna be it. I'm exhausted. That wrecked me. 2,100 miles, 6.7 miles. Or 2,100 feet. So we're gonna go back. Try to take a little rest, eat some breakfast. And I gotta do a lot of stuff today. So anyways, that's gonna be it, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. I'll let you guys know for sure if not. And yeah, bye everyone. Love y'all.